This is James Holder for IFL TV. I'm in Frederick's Restaurant today in North London for the announcement of the February the 8th show, Rock the Box 3 at the Copper Box. With me, I've got Dereck Chisora's trainer, Don Charles. What's happening, Don? All right?
Everything's always good, James. Always good to talk to you, you know?
That's what I like to see. How do you think Dereck's mentally is at the moment? He looks in a good position. Do you think that's true?
Oh, most definitely. You know, like you guys, you've known Dereck for a while now, and you come to all the press conferences to cover it. Yeah, he's in a very good place. I always repeat the same thing. I'll say it again. It's all a sign of maturity on all different aspects. He's matured in a lot of ways. He's in a comfortable place. He's found himself, you know. He's at peace with himself. He's a champion. Remember, you know, a champion's mentality, you know, as you can see, observe, he's very chilled, yeah, knowing he knows what the agenda is. He knows what's been asked of him. He knows the responsibility of being a champion, how to be, you know. So that's all the observations you're observing are absolutely correct.
When I spoke to you after Dereck's loss against David Hay, you said to me he was in danger of slipping out of the Premier League in comparison of the Premier League division and kind of in the relegation zone. He's now bounced back with 4 straight wins, 4 TKOs over that. Do you think he's done well enough to push up the table?
Yeah, I mean, it's very good of you to recall that conversation. We had that conversation, yourself and myself, maybe just over a year ago. Yeah. And I said to you, yeah, if you compare where we are to, for instance, I'm a football-loving man, so I always give comparables between football and boxing, because, you know, at the time, yes, Dereck was coming off the back of a 4th career defeat, yeah? And I said to you that I feel like we were in bottom 3 on the football table. And if we don't get our act together as an outfit, Dereck as a fighter, myself as a coach, we stand in a chance of dropping out of the Premiership. And the way God has it, we've worked hard, we've gone back to the drawing board, worked hard, he's bounced back, we stayed in the Premiership, we survived it. Not only have we survived it, we've worked ourselves up the table, you know. Where are we now in the table? I would say estimate maybe top 10 in the table. We're going to push on now to put ourselves in a position to hopefully contest for that Premiership title, which in our version is a world title.
If Vitaly Klitschko does retire from the sport, do you think there'll be a stopgap champion in the heavyweight division?
Oh, most definitely. If you recall, let's take our minds back to when the great Muhammad Ali first retired from boxing. The belts swapped hands on a regular basis. There were so many champions. Yeah, they only had it for one fight and they lost it in the next fight. So I think you're going to find that transitional period, because the Klitschkos have been so dominant for long periods. Yeah. Then Mike Tyson came up, and again he was one of the few that managed to capture all the belts and unify them and held them for a long period. Now, when the Klitschkos eventually go, you're going to find the same thing, where all these fighters, heavyweights, the belts will be swapping hands on a monthly basis.
Dereck's got a wealth of experience for someone who's coming up to 30 years old. He's been in some absolutely massive fights. I think that'll help him if he does get a chance to challenge again at World Honours.
Most definitely. I mean, I've always said that, okay, when we fought for the world title against Vitaly, we lost. When Dereck's supposed to fight Vladimir Klitschko, the fight didn't happen, but the experience we've gained as an outfit, him as a fighter, I have my training team with me, we've all gained a priceless experience. So, second time of asking, like this journey we're going on now, I feel like, yeah, we know how to get there. And when we get there this time, we're going to sustain it. You know, it's not about winning, it's about holding on to when you win it. So I believe collectively, I think we've got the experience. Once we've won it this time round, we're going to keep it, because we know we've been there before.
We've got 8 weeks till Dereck's in action again. Am I assuming you'll be training over Christmas as normal? There won't be no stopping?
Oh yeah, most definitely. You know, obviously the fitness from the last fight, the fight finished in 3 rounds. So he didn't spend an awful lot in that fight physically.
Fantastic stoppage of Andre Pala.
Yeah, I mean, look, it was a tough fight. We always knew it was a tough fight, because Andre Pala didn't really have nothing to lose as such, because, you know, he knew. And if I was him, I would have had the same mentality. And I predicted that he's going to be saying, you know, this is his opportunity to make something for his life.
His cup final.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, he went for it. And unfortunately, he came up short. And fortunately for us, yeah, we were victorious in a technical knockout. So that's brilliant.
I think Dereck, as well as maturing, he's still keeping that ruthlessness, that kind of hostility inside of him.
Oh yes, that's Dereck's makeup. You know, that's his makeup. You know, there's a stubbornness that comes with Dereck Chisora, and that's basically. You tell me in the history of boxing, all the good ones, they've all got something quirky about them, and he's no exception.
Yeah, that's a very valid point. Let's talk about the other guys in the gym. Ian Lewison, very underrated heavyweight in my opinion, as someone who's going to make some big moves next couple of years. I think that's a fair statement.
Oh, most definitely. I mean, I work with Ian Lewison, I'm his trainer, and my prediction, I've always said, my opinion, should I say, Ian is one of the most talented heavyweights worldwide. Okay, and he's going to start making his mark from next year. You'll see great things happening from Ian Lewison.
I'd like to talk about Yeah Buddy, our mate Waddy Camacho.
Yeah.
Coming on the back of a great fight, bad defeat for himself as well against Tony Conquest.
Yeah.
How's he looking?
Yeah. I mean, look. Myself and my fighters, I'm like a father to these boys, yeah, and we all have something in common. We want to win badly, yeah. When we have a setback, that makes us even more determined, yeah. Me as a coach, Waddy as a fighter, he's more determined than he was to rectify things, to get to where he wants to go, his journey.
Where do you think he went wrong in his last fight? Quick assessment.
Look, after you've knocked somebody down heavily twice in 2 different rounds, not in the same round, and that
first one was very heavy.
Yeah,
heavy knockdown.
I've seen many fights stopped from that first knockdown. Full credit to Mr. Conquest. He got up, dusted himself off, and grinded at a win. I don't believe he won, but I'm not a judge or referee. We lost the fight according to the referees and the judges. Full credit to Conquest for hanging on in there. We have to look at what we did wrong, okay, which we are addressing that. And I guarantee you, should we find ourselves in that position where we put somebody down heavily twice, we will know what to do to finish the fight, to conclude the fight.
Well, listen, Don Charles, sir, I want to thank you for giving IFL TV a little bit of time. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas coming up, no doubt. So, yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah, look, it's always a pleasure talking to you. And this is going out to all the iFilm London followers, millions of followers. I want to say Happy Christmas. Have a very good Christmas to you and your family. And also, me being Don Charles, I'm the Black Santa. Normally, Santa will say, ho, ho, ho. From me, it's yo, yo, yo. Peace.
Bad man Santa.
That's right.
This is James Holden with Don Charles for IFL TV. Merry Christmas to Don.